The day I was invisible. So this happened when I was working at a public middle school as the registrar. Basically, I handled all the student records, enrollment stuff, attendance reports, boring paperwork type things. The job was fine, the people were cool, and then the district decided to bless us with this temporary administrator guy named Dr. Vernon. This dude showed up thinking he was the answer to every single problem we didn't even know we had. First week he was there, he changed the lunch schedule without telling anyone, which caused absolute chaos with like 200 confused kids wandering the hallways. He kept calling emergency staff meetings about things that could have been an email. He'd walk around with this clipboard critiquing how we arranged our desks or how we answered phone calls. The worst part was he had this obsession with what he called the command center, which was literally just the main office. He kept saying people shouldn't leave it unattended, that someone needed to always be there, commanding the ship. My coworker Jamie, who was the office manager, started calling him Captain Clipboard behind his back. Dr. Vernon especially hated when the principal would leave the office for actual principal stuff like observing classes or meeting with parents. He'd make these passive-aggressive comments about leadership needing to be visible. Meanwhile, he spent half his time in the break room microwaving fish and complaining about the coffee. So one random Tuesday afternoon, I'm at my desk doing my thing, entering attendance data into the computer. My desk was kinda tucked in the corner but still clearly in the main office area. The receptionist had stepped out to use the bathroom. The principal was in a scheduled parent conference in her office with the door closed. Jamie had gone to check on something in the storage room because we were missing like 3 boxes of copy paper. Dr. Vernon walks into the office, looks around for maybe 2 seconds, and doesn't even glance in my direction. Then he grabs his radio from his belt. We all had these radios to communicate across campus, and there were about 15 people on the channel, including teachers, the principal, the nurse, and security. This man presses the button and announces loud enough for the whole office to hear him plus everyone listening on the radio. "This office is completely empty. Absolutely nobody is here. What if a parent walked in right now? This is unacceptable." I'm sitting there, literally 5 feet away from him, staring at my computer screen. At first I thought maybe he was joking, but nope, he was dead serious, shaking his head all disappointed. I looked up at him. He still didn't see me. He was too busy being dramatic, probably about to launch into one of his lectures about responsibility and leadership. So I picked up my own radio, pressed the button, and said super calmly, "Dr. Vernon, I'm right here. Hi, I've been here the whole time." Then I paused and added, "Your glasses are on your head, sir." The radio went completely silent. You could have heard a pin drop. Dr. Vernon froze and his face went from normal to this reddish pink color. He reached up and sure enough, his glasses were pushed up on top of his head. He'd been looking for them earlier and just forgot they were there. He cleared his throat, mumbled something about needing to check on something, and basically speed walked out of the office without making eye contact with me. About 30 seconds later, my radio started going off with people trying not to laugh. Jamie's voice came through like, "I'm gonna need you to repeat that for everyone who missed it." Someone else, I think it was Coach Bradley from the gym, just said, "Incredible." The principal came out of her meeting a few minutes later because apparently even the parent in there had heard it through the door, and they both had been cracking up. She gave me this look that was half trying to be professional and half trying not to lose it. And she just said, "Well, I'm glad someone was here to hold down the command center." For the rest of Dr. Vernon's time at our school, which thankfully was only about another month, he never made another announcement about the office being empty. He also started actually looking around before making dramatic radio declarations. A couple teachers told me later that they'd wanted to say something to him for weeks, but didn't know how without getting in trouble. Jamie printed out a little sign that said Invisible Employee of the Month and put it on my desk as a joke. It stayed there until Dr. Vernon finally left and got replaced with someone who actually knew what they were doing.